Speaking of these gene regulatory networks and how they have to build certain things in certain orders, Nikon has a contest with their microscopes where you can film stuff, and this was the winner. The winner is, what you're going to watch here is not the wiring of a house, but the wiring of a zebrafish in 16-hour time lapse of how all of these machines are wiring this fish's nervous system. It's pretty cool to see. Go ahead and fire it. Isn't that cool? Now, those of you that have ever done wiring before, how would you like this job? God shows up at your house and say, yeah, I got this little zebrafish. Wire it for me. But I want you to notice that all of those little millions of machines are wiring it without a brain. How do they know what to do? It's all pre-programmed in the genetic code and the regulatory network. Now, where did the information in the program come from? It can't come from mutations because mutations degrade information. It has to come from a divine creator. Only information comes from a mind. And this is the fifth problem, the last one I'll talk to you about. And that is the information problem of these molecules of carbohydrates, lipids, nucleotides, and proteins are all information bearing. And if you're walking along the beach and you saw a heart with an arrow through it and it said, I heart Kim, would you say, wow, that's amazing how the wind and the waves just created that? I don't think you would say that. I think you would infer that somebody did that because minds come up. But in each of your cells is a DNA code, except for your sex cells. It's just half. In all your other cells, you have the full DNA code. And they say there's about 10,000, the equivalent of 10,200 page books in your DNA. In every cell, 10,200 page books. Now, if you're walking along the beach and you see a pile of 10,200 page books, would you say, wow, that's amazing how the wind and the waves and erosion? No, you wouldn't. And here's what's cool, is that there's more to the book than the ink and the paper. That's the structure of it. But what is it about the ink that creates information that we understand? There's a code there that is an immaterial code. The information is primary, not the structure, not the ink and the paper. The information is primary. And it gives new credence to when John is writing to the ancient Greeks. In the beginning was the Word.